Welcome back to the Best of Investing. I'm Edward Brown, your host, along with Mark Humph of Pacific Private Money and Rick Warner of Keller Williams Realty. When we cut to the third commercial break, we asked this trivia question. This actor played the voice of Charlie in the hit TV show Charlie's Angels. Now, this would have gone back to the 1970s, the original show. And who was that actor? Mark.
John Forsythe.
John Forsythe, that is
Not
correct.
Tom Bosley.
Not Tom Bosley.
That was the remake.
That was the remake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rick, you've got an exciting story about San Francisco.
I don't think it's exciting.
Entertaining,
I don't even know if it's entertaining, honestly. We're just trying to fill up the last 7 minutes of the show here. No, I'm just kidding. So I just picked up some new clients who have decided to no longer look in San Francisco to purchase. They're looking in Sonoma, Napa. And one of the main reasons was that they had written an offer on a house in San Francisco. It was listed at $1.1 million. The house got 40 other offers. And it went for $400,000 over the asking price.
And what was the original asking price?
$1.1 million.
That's
So
incredible.
nearly 40%.
That would drive anybody out, right?
Yeah, but
Now,
what do you think it was really worth?
well, it's worth $1.4 million,
Yeah,
obviously.
I know,
but no, exactly. I mean, I'll tell you though, it is really a challenge right now on the listing side to try, because really I guarantee you the agent did not want to deal with 40 offers. You know, I mean, that was not the objective. But it is so volatile and so crazy, and the money is so kind of available and cheap, for lack of a better.
Well, let me ask you, on a situation like that, because the agent has a fiduciary obligation not to disclose,
Right.
Did the buyer's agent basically say, look, there's probably going to get a lot of offers, so I think you should offer $400,000 more?
I don't know what their, I have no idea what they did. I can tell you that what I tell my people is, you know, based on your cumulative real estate knowledge that you and I have created via looking through a bunch of houses, I can tell you what the value of the house is based on the comps and what we can know. And then anything beyond that has got to be your comfort level.
Yeah, but who would think to offer
Well,
$400,000 more?
For these people, right, it goes back to what I said in a segment or two ago. If the house is what you want, and you set the price of what's comfortable for you, this is what I kind of tell people. This is what I want. I want you to pick a price that when I call you and say, hey, congratulations, you got it, I want you to go, all right, not, oh crap, did we pay too much?
You know, it's interesting.
You know what I mean?
When I bought my house in '06, it was still kind of at the quote height.
That is the height, yeah.
That was the height,
I did
right?
that too, by the way.
And I wanted the house, you know, for not a lot less, but a decent amount less. And the buyer had told me, because I was direct with him, he had said, listen, we have to get this price because it was my mother's, blah, 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 and they have the debt on the property. He gave me all these great reasons, right? And my wife and I remember this. We went out to dinner, and I am not the kind of guy that likes to pay more than what I really want to. But we looked at each other and said, you know what? We really, really love this house.
Yeah.
And I'm still glad that I bought it. Even when prices dropped 25%,
Yeah.
I cared, but I didn't care.
Well, and that's exactly my point, is that, you know, it's got to be about the house that you're living in. Does it fill the need that you have for the asset, not from the investment standpoint?
Okay, and can you imagine one of the other buyers who lost out, you know, probably offered, you know, $300,000.
Yeah, $1.3 million, right?
Yeah, and said, no, that for sure we're going to get this.
Yeah.
All cash, close in 3 days.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, Rick, do you know what kind of condition the house was? Was it fully remodeled and it sold for over, or was there upside potential?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know anything more than what I've told you. So, you know, it could have been all kinds of different circumstances.
Because I'm funding purchase loans for rehabbers in San Francisco, and they're oftentimes having to bid considerably over asking on certain houses, but they're doing this with the future value in mind after they do things like full house remodel, which includes adding square footage, which
Right.
in San Francisco on a lot of homes is
hard to do.
easy. Well, it's actually,
I mean, you get permits and stuff to do that. Isn't that hard?
it's not if you stay within the
The footprint.
envelopes and the
Okay.
footprint.
Oh.
So I mean, if you add a third story, yes,
Yeah.
it requires planning commission approval.
Sure.
But if you go down, it's
A
just
basement?
the building
Like tornado
department.
basement?
Right. Well, a lot of these properties have basements. A lot of them have actually 3 levels. They've got the street level, which is unimproved. It's
Oh.
garage and then
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff area in the back, and it might not even be legal height. Then they've got the main living area above, which might be, let's say, 1,000 square feet, but you can add maybe another 500 or 700 square feet on the street level by improving it. And then if there's any basement, you can actually go in oftentimes and dig below and create a lower level. So I've got
dig about 6 stories down. You can have a really nice place.
well, and so for example,
And a bunker.
we funded
And
a
a
deal.
bunker.
We funded a deal for a guy that the list price was 800,000. Their winning bid was $1,000,001, and they were willing to bid that much over because when they investigated the property, they determined they could turn 1,000 square feet into nearly 2,700 square
Wow.
feet.
But at what cost though?
But it doesn't matter. The cost is going to be nothing versus what you can
Right,
actually turn
'cause they're
around.
gonna turn
Your price
around.
per square
Well,
foot in
and
the
then
city
That's
is
true.
Their ARV, their after repaired value estimate for that was going to be almost $2.5 million.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, exactly
So,
right.
so if you're like a home buyer and you're looking at this, and it's $800,000, I'll make an offer of 900 or whatever. You're looking at the value of the as-is home, 1,000 square foot. But
Right, or maybe changing the paint
Right.
and some other,
Right.
but when you're actually adding square footage, it really is huge. Yeah.
Sure.
Right, so that's affecting prices. One might call that you're bidding against speculators, but in this case, this is these are contractors and remodelers who are going in and actually creating a new home out of
Yeah.
an existing
But
home.
going down though, what kind of view do you have?
Dark,
Yeah.
darker view.
Very dark. Yeah, that's amazing. I still have a hard time. I believe it, but I have a hard time because it just seems like what is really causing it to go up that much?
Well, the other, I always thought, going back a year or so, that it was going to be like a rubber band effect of the pricing increase. So I'm actually not surprised, but I don't think it's sustainable. I think we may have seen the juice of it this past year.
All right, we are going to cut out today, and here's our thoughts for the day. I went to a grocery store, and the clerk asked me paper or plastic, and I said, it doesn't matter to me, I'm bisexual. You like that?
Right.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Yeah. And then the clerk asked me if I tweet. I said, no, but I fart a lot. I'm
This is a
sorry
family
about
show.
We had a
It
really
is.
good show going until then. What happened? Can
I'm
we cut
sorry.
that last part out?
Well, Rick, you got to stop sending this to me. Okay, tune in next week to the Best of Investing. We're going to clean up the show a little bit too. We'll be giving away 9 more vacations for answering trivia questions. Thanks for listening. And on behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown. We're wishing you the best of investing. So long.